Hey guys, Bonus Bouncewheat here. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Reborn with me. So, obviously we're still on our hiatus. I'm kind of in the middle of making the guide videos. I've been enjoying making those, and people seem to be enjoying them to the extent that you can enjoy guide videos that you don't necessarily need. But yeah, I'm here, and this video right here is basically a bonus video. You can think of it as like a almost like a behind the scenes. Like, here's what I've been up to off screen. Yeah, I kind of originally imagined it as like basically just a behind the scenes. Like, here's what I'm up to. Here's what I kind of do in between episodes. Here's how I cut things in. But ever since our last recording session with Slushy, I've just been up to so much stuff in the game. Mostly just Pokedex completion. Obviously, I haven't made progress on any significant side quests, but I've learned so much about this game in the past couple weeks, and I think it would work best if I just kind of dumped it all here in this bonus video. So where do we even start? I'm starting on a Puffle beach for no reason in particular. I guess the very first thing I can do is I can actually show you my progress in my Pokedex. I own 516 Pokemon. You guys, completing the Pokedex in Reborn, there's just something about it. It gives me a high that I cannot describe in words. It's just it's just really satisfying for some reason. You can do it pretty quickly with the speed up button and with the resources you have as far as like, different items. I actually don't have Pyukumuku yet, so I suppose that's one thing we can do right now. But yeah, there's just something so fun about running around at this point in the game and scooping up all the Pokemon you don't have yet. It's hard to describe. Maybe somebody in the comments can relate. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this game. It's just, it's really enormous, and there's a lot to do. I really hope that there is eventually some kind of reward for completing the Pokedex. I doubt that there is a reward right now, because I think in the game's current state it's impossible to complete the Pokedex. I think as of episode 18, there are still some Pokemon that are not available. Obviously. There we go, we got Pyukumuku. We've gone from 16 to 17. But okay, let's pick up gear here, whatever that means. We're gonna start talking about some stuff that I've learned. First of all, I learned that if you press the Alt key, you can speed up the game. I think I mentioned it earlier, but yeah, we never knew about this. I swear to God. This entire playthrough, we didn't know there was a fucking speed up button. Which is insane for so many different reasons. The fact that I had like over 100 hours of playtime once I discovered it, the fact that it just would have come in handy so many times for grinding. Yeah. And I think maybe the reason why people thought that we already knew about it is because whenever I cut in old footage or whenever I cut in like off-screen footage, I always speed it up in editing. But yeah, that footage it was played in real time initially, and then I sped it up in editing, so I suspect that's why nobody ever noticed. Anyway, that was the biggest discovery, the speed up button. The Magikarp you get from the Corin Rouge side quest is the only Magikarp in the entire game, which I think is hilarious. I think in the Let's Play episode we weren't 100% sure, but yeah. Okay, so we were actually correct that there is a new move tutor that appears on 7th Street after a certain point in the game. What triggers it is you actually have to buy out all the Pokemon that were kept here in these cages, and once that happens, that guy who is running that shop, he becomes a move tutor here. And I already encountered his like first time dialogue off screen, so I'll go ahead and cut that in now. Hey, ain't it my favorite customer? You recognize your friend in the Pokemon trading business? Things stuck a sour note after you swept my last stock and I got the fuzz on my tail for some time. But you know how I roll. They can't keep me down, and a guy's gotta pull a shard somehow, so here I am, now in the teaching business. Nothing wrong with that, right? So why don't you see what I can do for you? Knockoff, Ironhead, Signal Beam, Giga Drain, Aqua Tail, and Liquidation. Yeah, there are a lot of good moves here. Unfortunately, our water types can't learn Liquidation. How about Aqua Tail? Tide can learn Aqua Tail. That's kind of interesting, right? 90, 80. It's interesting. It's better for Pokemon that need the type coverage, I suppose. Giga Drain. Knockoff. And we'll probably revisit these move tutors with Slushy. Ironhead. Ironhead on Trixie could be good, I suppose. But yeah, that's that. I just wanted to point out that we were technically correct that there is a new move tutor on 7th Street. We just didn't know the exact requirements to make him appear. So something we can do real quick is we can actually go ahead and hatch an egg that's been sitting in our PC for a long time. The Riolu Egg. And I can talk about some miscellaneous stuff while we do that. So I've been hatching a lot of eggs off camera. I've been using 50 Tyson to speed up the process because he has magma armor. So yeah, let's go. Let's walk and talk here. So as far as Pokedex completion goes, like I said, I've been enjoying it a lot. Generally, I can do it pretty quickly. And one thing I've noticed is that after the city is restored, there are some Pokemon that become significantly more difficult to find. Especially like first stage evolutions, like Fletchling is just a random example, or like Hoppip. These Pokemon that like they appear early in the game in the city, and it's just once the city is restored, those encounters get redone, and suddenly those Pokemon become harder to find. So for several Pokemon, I've actually just been like breeding the previous evolutions really quickly. Just to be able to get them at all. And that hasn't been too bad. It actually doesn't take too long to hatch an egg. I had to do that for Mankey and Stuffle. Although I don't think Stuffle is available earlier in the game, but you get the idea. Mankey in particular was in the Obsidia slums, and we just didn't catch him back then. And now the Obsidia slums don't exist. Something really funny happened when I was breeding Mankey. So I went into Route 1 and I caught a Primeape. It's like a pretty rare encounter in the north and south Aventurine regions. And then that Primeape was shiny. It was the first Primeape I encountered. It was shiny. And then when I went to hatch the egg of the Mankey, it was also shiny. And I had to do a double take, like, wait a minute, just because the parent was shiny doesn't mean the baby is also shiny, right? That's not how this works. There we go. That really didn't take long at all. We have hatched Riolu. And I'm not going to nickname him. Quiet. Ametrine Cave. Egg received December 20th, 2021. Oh, that's when it... Okay, it hatched December 20th, I see. We received it April 17th. Interesting. So it looks like he has 3 guaranteed perfect IVs, and honestly, these IVs are really good. Perfect speed, perfect attack. Special attack, we would probably use him as a physical attacker. But yeah, that's pretty cool. We're not going to use him on our team, but I will go ahead and evolve him, because I do also want to talk about happiness evolutions, since that's come up while I've been completing the Pokedex. So, definitely the best way to max out happiness is to use Pokesnacks. You can buy them here for the cheapest, they're only 400. I already have 47. So I think to max out a Pokemon's happiness from 0, you need to use exactly 50 Pokesnacks, because that's how many it took me to evolve Munchlax into Snorlax. I think if you give like a level 1 Pokemon the XP share and then level it up, you can get away with using a lot less because it gains happiness as it levels up. But for the sake of the experiment, let's just stuff this Riolu full of Pokesnacks until it can no longer take any. Oh, interesting, it's done already. So Riolu only took 39 Pokesnacks. Okay. So some Pokemon just take more Pokesnacks, I guess. Munchlax took like 50. Golbat, when I did Golbat, he also took a lot for some reason. But the EVs only took like 25. And Riolu only took, I guess, like 40. I guess I never checked Riolu's moves. I kind of forgot to. I don't know if it comes with anything good. Oh, Meteor Mash. That's pretty cool. So there we go. We have our level 10 Lucario. And he's going to learn Aura Sphere. I'll slap that on him. So obviously, we took a look at the Lost and Found in that one episode, and we found the Assault Vest and the TM for Quash. And at the time, I thought the TM for Quash must have been there because we had missed it at some point, but we definitely had it in our inventory. I spotted it in an old recording, so I'm not sure what's going on there. You usually get the TM for Quash in the Obsidia slums, and if you miss it, it makes sense that it would appear here in the Lost and Found. And yeah, that's how the Lost and Found works. It's just any items you miss in the Railnet or the Obsidia slums, they appear here after you restore them. I don't know if items from Azurine Island appear here, actually. So that's one thing. Also, the Assault Vest is always here, so we didn't miss that anywhere. It's just that the Assault Vest always appears at the Lost and Found. I completely forgot the music here sounded like this. It's really cool. Yeah, we actually haven't been here at all since we had to come here for the story. So the way the restoration projects work that I didn't know is that you can do one per gym badge after Adrian. So for example, after you beat Adrian, you can do one of the three between the Railnet, the Obsidia Slums, and Azurine Island. And then once you beat Titania, you can do another one, and then once you beat the next gym leader, you can do the last one. If I had known that, I would have done Azurine Lake first, because I was ready to do Azurine Lake. But it works out, because now we can run through and see if we missed any items. Do I have a Headbutt user with me? Okay. We neglected the Headbutt trees throughout the entire playthrough. Also, there are just new items here? That's kind of weird, right? Yeah, I'm not going to do any, like, major side quests without Slushy, obviously. But I think this qualifies as something that I can just do on my own to save everyone a little bit of time. It looks like it's just tiny mushrooms, though, that's here. Also, I should put a repel on. Telluric Seed, okay. I wonder if these are all just tiny mushrooms. Here, let's put the item finder on. Oh, it's a fungus. Oh, hey, it's a fungus. I can actually catch that for the Pokedex. Of course, I got spored. Yeah, suddenly there's a lot of new items here. I wonder why that is. I wonder if these are just supposed to appear after restoration. Oh, they're all funguses and amoonguses. Okay, that makes more sense. We got a fungus and a amoongus. Pretty sus. Big mushroom. A lot of mushrooms here. Suddenly it's quiet, and I don't know why. Okay, there we go. I'll have to go around. I do seem to recall this place being pretty hard to get around. Of course, now we have Surf, so it should be pretty trivial. I'm guessing that all these Pokeballs are probably just funguses, so maybe I should just look for hidden items. Like that blue shard, for example. I'd kind of like to actually find the... Wait, where's this? I kind of like to find the actual, like, hut where the meteor battle took place while we're here. Okay, these are definitely both mushrooms. I think these were actually items before, but it looks like if you come back, they get replaced with funguses, which is kind of amusing. I'll take an Expedef. Oh, tiny mushroom, there we go. Maybe there's like a % chance that they spawn tiny mushrooms instead. Okay, well we made our way back to the hut. Is there a PC here? I'd actually kind of like to use it to grab the headbutt user. There is. Okay, there's nothing here for us, really. There we go. Okay, if you headbutt the trees on this island, you can get Execute, and that's what I was looking for. Because I don't think you can find them anywhere else. Very cool. One thing I can actually show is the Pokedex in this game is surprisingly robust. It's actually really cool. So let's find like Execute, for example. I've actually been using the Pokedex quite a bit to actually assist my completion. So yeah, you can see it highlights where Execute appears, and you can scroll through different Pokemon, Cubone, Marowak, Coughing, Wheezing. It's actually pretty cool. And if it says area unknown, then I usually take that to mean that there's like an event encounter that we have not seen yet. Okay, well I've done a lap around the whole island and I've encountered every Fungus and Amoongus within a 20-mile radius, so I think we can probably leave now. Last thing I'll do is, I think I'll just check the encounters one more time just to make sure. Oh, there's an item up there though. Ooh, okay. I was missing Excelgor and also Shelmet, so if I can encounter those two while I'm here, that would actually help. And Wooper. And yeah, this has been my strategy for catching Pokemon. Just lead with Chaos Heart, use False Swipe, then throw an Ultra Ball. I was using Quick Balls for a bit, and they are also effective, obviously. It's just that they're a little bit more expensive, and I just instinctively go to use False Swipe anyway, so I didn't bother to buy more Quick Balls. I did want to come up here real quick, but first I have to catch this Shelmet. There's an item... Oh, I guess it wasn't here after all. Where the hell was it? Oh, it was here. This item right here, I spotted it. Okay, well, I got pranked. It looks like we can get Yanma while we're here, so I'm going to go ahead and look for that. It looks like Yanma is a morning encounter, so I'm going to change the time on my computer. The place that I've been looking to check encounter tables is just the Pokemon Reborn fandom wiki. It's a pretty good resource for the most part. Just a couple small complaints, like how the encounter tables don't seem to be formatted properly. Maybe that's just my browser, but yeah. Just to be clear, I'm very thankful to the people who contribute info to the fandom wiki. It is a very helpful resource. It's actually, I mean, really one of the only resources for information on Reborn. Reborn info is kind of decentralized in that way. But there we go, we got Yanma. It looks like we can get Yanmega as well as a rare encounter, but I don't really feel the need to look for that. It's a 4% encounter. So I think we'll just head out. Hold on, I found a Clever Wing. I have big news. I have installed mods. 2 in particular. There's a Control Weather mod, which you can use. Let's see. Snow. Let's make it snow in Reborn City. There we go. As far as actually affecting the events, I have not actually had a lot of luck with manipulating event requirements using this weather change mod. So jury's out on whether or not it actually works. I'll continue to try to use it though. I'll link the source for like the mod pack in the description. The other mod pack that I installed, or the other mod, singular mod that I installed, install is not the correct word. You just have to download it. The other mod I got is the sort by type mod. So basically you can just sort by type, and it's just pretty helpful because your repels go straight to the top, and everything is organized pretty intuitively for the most part. The one complaint I have is that the XP share doesn't go straight to the top. It's down here a little bit, past the evolutionary stones. Yeah, here it is. But yeah, that mod pack, it comes with a lot of different mods, and I wanted to make sure I didn't just get them all at once. I'm just gonna include them as I require them, and so far the only one I've really required is the inventory sorting one. I'd really like to see if I can get the weather control mod to work to actually get me some new event encounters, but we'll see about that. One thing we can do now is we can sell all of this garbage. When we did the Azurine Lake kind of quest sort of thing, we got a lot of these relic items and we never sold them, so I want to go ahead and do that because it's been weighing on me. We can see how much it all is worth. Relic vase, 50,000. Wow. The relic vase is actually worth quite a bit. There we go. Big mushrooms, tiny mushrooms, some star pieces I got through mining probably, big pearls. I got a nugget. We're actually approaching the limit on money. Ball mushroom, can sell that for 25,000. Why is it so expensive? Okay, well I think that's everything. We got those items on screen, so I wanted to make sure I sold them on screen as well. I'm aware that DJ Arclight is here. I have a vague idea of what that side quest entails, but we're not going to mess with it without Slushy. In my notes, I wrote that I found a dread plate in the Rhodocrine jungle randomly. I think it was actually right here, but I'll see if I can dig up the recording where I actually went and found it. And yeah, that's kind of what I do when I play off camera. I'm just always recording. That way, if anything interesting happens, I have the recording for later. I can always show it if I need to. Finding a random dread plate in the jungle, arguably not that important or interesting, but at least when it comes to the plates, it's like they're kind of like collectibles, so I wanted to make sure I noted it somewhere. Okay, so I think it was this NPC right here. Yeah. So in episode 163 of the Let's Play, we talked to this NPC, and she just kind of randomly gave us a sticker for the department store, which was really cool, and we didn't really question it otherwise. The reason that happened is because earlier in the game, there was a side quest that we actually missed. Honestly, I actually don't know what all it involved, but the idea is that there's like this girl that's trapped somewhere, you rescue her, and then she gives you a department store sticker as your reward. And if you miss that, then after city restoration, she just gives it to you. So that's why that happened. It's too bad that we missed that quest, though. We could have gotten that department store sticker earlier. Speaking of department store stickers, I am aware of one more department store sticker that we can get from a quest. I believe it's the only one that is available that we don't have right now. We'll do it in an LP episode of Slushy. I just wanted you to know that I'm aware of it, and that I did eventually just look up a list of all of the sticker quests. On the note of Pokedex completion, there are some Pokemon that I need that I can only get by going in here. Okay, so I don't know if you remember this place. This was an optional area that we visited with Game Dog back in Season 1. And I think all we did was we approached the totem and we got like a not to encounter, and then we caught it, and that was basically it. Well, there's a little bit more you can do with this totem. If you approach it with an ill-fated doll, the ill-fated doll in Sean's bag is reacting to the totem's energy. You can get some new Pokemon, like Golett. And if you keep doing it, you can see the totem actually changed. And now we have Baltoy, who I actually need for the Pokedex. So yeah, if you have ill-fated dolls in your... Fuck. If you have ill-fated dolls in your inventory, then you can use them. They get consumed, and you can encounter some new Pokemon here. But if you don't have ill-fated dolls in your inventory, then you just get not to. So that's what happened to us in the LP, I'm guessing. And of course, you can buy ill-fated dolls in the 7th Street. I forget where we got, like, our original one. And there we go. That's all I need from here. I'm actually back in the circus because there's this guy right here. We did talk to him during the LP. Your challenge is assigned to such, a Pokemon that shocks untouch. and through no ability or such old hat, on whom electric moves always fall flat. So I think when we first encountered this guy, I think we figured out pretty quickly that he probably wanted Stunfisk. It was just that at the time we obviously didn't have a Stunfisk. The place where you get Stunfisk is actually a Poffle Cave, I'm pretty sure. I was in there because there's some other Pokemon in there that I needed, like Nosepass and Crabrawler. But yeah, I think Stonefisk. I think Stunfisk is like a somewhat uncommon encounter in there. Upon you, the fox doth smile. Now let it join you for a while. I actually don't remember what the... Oh, Vulpix. Is it a special Vulpix? I think we already had a Vulpix. Guardian. I don't really know what the significance is of this Vulpix. Serious. I guess it has some good moves. And it looks like it matches the level of the Stunfisk you trade it. Okay, well I'm glad I did that without Slushy, because that was a waste of time. You need not fear your fate again. The fox will see you to your end. Yeah, okay, thanks. So I think we have actually done Linkstone evolutions in the LP before. I think Swirlix may have been the only one, however. We evolved Swirlix into Slurpuff back in Season 1, 100 years ago. But yeah, for the Pokedex, I obviously need to do a bunch more Linkstone evolutions, so let's go ahead and do it. Of course, I've done a one or two already off screen. I think I did... I don't remember who, but I probably did some. I figure I can do a couple on screen for fun. Wait, did that say not able on Machoke? Huh. That's kind of weird, right? Machamp. Strength. Yeah, it clearly says not able on Kadabra, even though I did it anyway. That's a little peculiar. Bug report for the dev team. I would love to do Haunter as well, but across this entire LP, we've never actually encountered Ghastly, Haunter, or Gengar in the wild. So, the quad, the four Pokemon from Gen 1 that you evolve through trading, we're only gonna have 3 for now. Remember how there was that Skuntank encounter that was broken and we never really got it to work, even though we have the Silver Ring in our inventory? Well, it's still broken. This Skuntank is separate. After restoration, you can just catch Stunky and Skuntank in one of the alleys in Reborn City, so that's how I got these two. So I went through all the effort of getting all the fossils and I evolved all of them. So now our Pokedex is all filled with the fossil Pokemon. When I started searching for the fossils, we only had Helix fossils, so I just went mining. I found a group of mining stones that I could just save in front of and then reset over and over again until I got the fossils I needed. And I had to do it for maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours, but overall it wasn't too bad. I feel like I actually got pretty lucky because I really, I just got them one after another, the ones I needed. I needed the Dome Fossil, the Claw Fossil, Root Fossil, Skull Fossil, and Shield Fossil. You get these other ones from different places. But yeah, so I thought I needed all the other fossils besides the Helix Fossil, but if you remember, 1,000 years ago, we were doing a side quest that required us to show a Helix Fossil to an NPC, but we couldn't get it to trigger when there were other fossils in our inventory. So we slapped our fossils onto random Pokemon and put them in the PC and then forgot about them. So yeah, I may have done some unnecessary grinding for fossils. I think it was just the Dome Fossil and the Claw Fossil there. I think that may have been it. But yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that because it was pretty funny. Speaking of fossils, there's 2 sliding puzzles we have left to do in the circus. One of them gets us the cover fossil, and another one gets us something else. I'm going to save that one for when Slushy is with us. But yeah, I actually recorded myself doing the puzzle for the cover fossil, so I'll go ahead and show clips from that now. So this was the one fossil puzzle we did not do before, because before I did the Archeops puzzle with Slushy, and I think Seeds may have been there too, actually. Usually I would save this for, you know, for when Slushy is here, but there's going to be another sliding puzzle we're going to have to do anyway, so... Also, I'm trying to get the all the fossils anyway, so... how do you turn these again? Yeah, okay. So I guess this is supposed to be, I forgot his name already. Tortuga? No, Caracosta is what he evolves into, that's right. I'm trying to start with his head, but I don't see any of his head parts here. Is that part of his head? No? Is it just me, or is this, like, 10 times harder than any of the other sliding puzzles we've done? Well, hold on. That looks right there. That looks correct, for sure. I'm gonna go look up a picture of Caracosta real quick. I also can't figure out where the rest of his head is supposed to be. Like, I just have his face here and nothing else. What is going on in this image? Okay, so that's part of his hand, but, like, it doesn't really help that much. It looks like that might be by his foot. Yeah, that's part of his foot. Also, if this is a picture of Caracosta, then it's like... I feel like this is slightly off model. He doesn't usually have, like, this beak-looking thing, right? Oh, no, he does, okay. I think I actually found the image by accident. Yeah, okay, this is the image right here. Well, I can't unsee it, so I may as well use it as a reference. This goes down here, I can see that now. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Like, I'm looking at the reference image and I still can't see it. Oh, okay. That's like his leg? That's the fin right there. Okay, jeez. That was the hardest part, just trying to figure out what that was supposed to be. Okay, well you can see I'm basically there now. This was the most difficult puzzle I've done in my life. Even after looking up the image, it was still quite challenging. Ding, 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 we have a winner. The cover fossil. Okay, there we go. That was the last fossil I needed. It was weirdly difficult, but I did it. I think I did end up having to use, like, the image to solve it, but yeah. We did the one with Archeops back in the LP. I think Seeds was with us, actually. So yeah, we're all good on the fossils. Our Pokedex, I think we've already gained, like, 12 Pokemon during this one bonus episode, so that's cool. I thought about it, and I decided that this is something I can probably just do now. So, in this house right here, there's this lady who says, "Oh, it's you. You're the one I entrusted my Igglybuff to. How's it doing? Say, is there any chance I could have it back? The crime rate in Reborn City has dropped so much, I no longer have to worry about my Pokemon being taken away. And I did say I was only lending it to you. I did say that, right? Even if I didn't, it was implied, so please give me my Igglybuff back." So what's going on here is, earlier in the game, there's some kind of event or side quest where you help this lady, you fight some thugs, and she gets scared, and she lends you her Igglybuff to keep it safe. I would have bet $1 million that we did that side quest, but I checked my Pokedex, and we didn't even have Igglybuff in our Pokedex, and I checked the PC, and obviously it wasn't there either, so I'm pretty sure we just missed that event completely. And if that happens, and you get to this point in the game, and she suddenly wants her Igglybuff back, even though you never took it, what you can do is, you can just breed a new Igglybuff, and even though the original trainer is not her, she does take it. Ah, so you have it after all. I'm so happy. Thank you for taking good care of it. For keeping my precious safe, please take these. We get a luck incense and a pixie plate. So there we go. The pixie plate, I guess, could be significant because I'm guessing there's only one plate, you know, one what's the word? There's only one instance of each plate, unless you go mining, in which case you can get more, obviously, but yeah. I don't remember what the luck incense do. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Luck incense. The luck incense, according to Bulbapedia, it allows Chansey and Blissey to produce Happiny eggs. In battle, its effect is identical to the amulet coin. I never knew that. Wait, really? Does it say that? I never knew that. Let me just scroll all the way down here. Luck incense. It doubles any prize money received if the holding Pokemon joins a battle. I never knew that. That's actually really cool. So, I guess that means you can technically get the amulet coin a little sooner than we got it, because you can just give that lady an Igglybuff. That's actually really cool. I'm glad I found that, because I was thinking of doing a guide video, right, where I just show off where to get like certain important items like the XP share and the amulet coin, so knowing that is actually super useful. We're back at Apophel Academy already because I want to see if I can get a certain event Pokemon to appear. Apparently, you can get Corsola to appear here when it's raining, but I've tried to get it to appear and it just doesn't seem to want to happen. I wonder if it's time limited somehow, or maybe if it's like limited to nighttime. I'll go ahead and turn the moon back on here. But yeah, I cannot get it to appear unless it's like hidden back here, but it doesn't look like it. I decided that I would record this bonus video over a couple days, so it's now a new day. And even though it's sunny out, this vendor is still not selling any Blue Moon ice cream. So, I don't know how you're supposed to get Blue Moon ice cream to actually show up at this vendor. Maybe it's because I've been messing with this mod right here, but I don't think I've used it recently. I wanted to show this NPC real quick because I don't think we've talked to him after restoration. For a long time I've been researching hidden abilities. In most regions it's very rare that Pokemon in the wild have different abilities, but in Reborn it's almost commonplace. I wanted to know why. The truth is, I still haven't found an answer. For a while, my hypothesis was that pollution and radiation from Reborn City was prompting rogue genetic mutations in Pokemon of all kinds. This renovation project provided the perfect chance to test this. After all, we've closed most of the wasteful factories and cleaned up our act significantly. By now, Reborn produces only a small bit more pollution than any other major city. If my theory were correct, then we should have seen a decline in the number of Pokemon with alternate abilities and coloration. But surprisingly, nothing with regards to that has changed. Even among newborn Pokemon, the difference in mutations between then and now is statistically insignificant. So I must find a new hypothesis. Could past radiation produce lingering epigenetic changes? Could there be some other energy source hidden near the city? Maybe it could even be the work of a legendary Pokemon. No matter the case, I will definitely find the answer one day. So yeah, I figure that kind of alludes to other stuff that might be going on, so I figured it might be worth showing. If I had to guess, it's alluding to, like, the meteor beneath Reborn City. So apparently, earlier in the game, when you first visit Jasper Ward, I think it's connected to the quest you do with the police officers, but you get a mystery egg. And that mystery egg can hatch into one of 18 Pokemon. And I'm pretty sure we got the egg. I don't remember specifically getting it, but I figure we must have gotten it. And I suspect that we got Cottony from the egg. So it can hatch into one of 18 Pokemon, and some of them are very good. You have like a Drillbur, Axew, Rockruff, Larvesta. There's several really good Pokemon you can get from this. Elekid, Staryu, Ghastly, and it just made me think, wow, you can get a really good Pokemon early in the game if you're lucky enough. Unfortunately, it decides what Pokemon the egg has when you start your save file, which means that you can't reset before or after you get the egg. It's like as soon as you start your save file. But yeah, I looked through my PC here, and I don't recall getting any of these Pokemon. There are some of them that we still don't have, even though I've been doing Pokedex completion, like Togepi and Azurine and Shroomish. Like, we still haven't found those guys. Just wanted to highlight that because I thought it was cool, and also, I just think it's funny that we could have gotten a much better Pokemon if we were lucky, but evidently we were not lucky at all. So I was wrong about the number of puzzles we have left to do in Agate Circus. I know in the LP we did the one for Arkin, and of course we did the one for the Dive HM. I did the one for the cover fossil recently. That was probably shown earlier in the video. But I completely forgot about this one. Step right up and try our challenge for a chance to win your very own Agate Circus mascot Pokemon, Timburr. It costs 1 purple shard to play. Are you ready? Yeah, so we completely forgot about this, and we never got Timburr, and now I want it for the Pokedex, so we're doing it. Oh, this is completely different. Interesting. So you don't move these pieces, I don't think. Yeah, you just rotate them. Oh, okay. This is going to be much harder. I do like the variety, though. Oh, dear. I think I'm stumbling upon the correct solution right now. I think you can do this in just like a couple moves if you just know exactly what you need to do. Like right now, I'm really close. I only need a couple more over here, but then I can't move that without ruining everything. Yeah. I feel like the puzzles in this game never get easier. Just never. Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close! I have, like, everything correct on these top 3 rows. And it's just this one piece right here. I can't make sense of this hand-looking thing. There it is. Okay, it's supposed to look like that. So close, yet so far. So one thing I've noticed coming in and out of this puzzle over and over again is that the beginning orientation is actually random. Oh, I did it! Completely by accident. Okay, so in all, that only took like 7 or 8 minutes, but it was really hard. Alright, there we go. And I'm guessing you can do it again for more Timburrs? Yeah, if you really want to. Well, alright, there we go. Here is our Timburr. Has an Iron Fist. I'm guessing he's not super special. Yeah, he's got pretty standard moves and stuff. Well, that's cool. I needed him for the Pokedex, so there we go. Next up, I decided that this was minor enough to do here. We can actually go back into the Grand Stairway cave by going this way. I'm going to throw a repel on. We missed some stuff here, actually. So we're going to go down here. And I believe... So this is like... This right here is the biggest room in the dungeon. And I think... Which way do I want to go here? I want to say it's here. Okay, so we end up right here. Okay, so this actually leads to the end of the dungeon where we encountered Solaris all the way back then. So that's actually not what I want. Go ahead and reset this puzzle. Okay. In that case, I think it's... Could it be all the way here? No, this is wrong too. Okay. This just leads back to the main room that we were in. I promise I rehearsed this off camera. We do have a rock here that we can mine real quick. I guess I may as well. Icy rock, hard scale. No hidden items. It seems. Was it here? It was, okay. So this is I think a new area that we never encountered before. the crystals glitter with fissures. So if we get a text like that, you know what that means. It means that we can interact with the environment somehow by using a move in battle. So I'm going to wear out this Max Repel real quick. Okay, so if we get into battle and we use a move like Earthquake or Magnitude, we can actually break the crystals. And now we can go up here. There we go. Field Effect Readout 25 is for the Crystal Cavern, which is pretty cool. We actually could have used that earlier in the game. There we go. I think there's actually some more stuff we can find here in this general area. Yeah, right here. Magical Seed. Some Rock Smash Boulders, I guess. Oh yeah, there's actually a TM we can get here too. See if I can remember how to get that. So now we're back in the main room again. For the TM, I believe we come back into this big room. And we want to go... I screwed it up already. Okay, just like that. And then, right here, you can just go left here, and we never noticed it. So there we go, there's the TM for Embargo, a crucial TM that we hadn't discovered previously. I suppose it actually could come in handy since the gym leaders in Reborn use healing items pretty frequently, so there we go. I found a stone plate. I don't know if we had that before, actually. No, that's new. There we go, that's cool. There's probably one we can get somewhere else, but hey, now we have it. It's a new day, and I have made big progress on the Pokedex. Behold, 606 Pokemon. At this point, I'll just, like, boot up the game, and I'll just, like, find a spot in the Pokedex, and I'll just go down the list looking for ones that I can potentially get right now. There are ones that are accessible to us that I'm just choosing not to get yet because either I want to show it in an episode or whatever else. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. Sidebar, I actually have no idea. Like since we scrolled past Oshawott, I actually have no idea how we're gonna get Oshawott because Oshawott is the reward for that job application quest if you side with Team Magma and not Team Aqua. So since we sided with Team Aqua, we got Litten. Therefore, I have no idea how we're gonna get Oshawott. But anyway, that's not important. I wanted to talk about breeding, because I've had to breed a lot of Pokemon for the Pokedex. See if I can find my little collection of them in here. Yeah, like Seedot, Cacnea, Finneon, Mankey, Fletchling. A lot of these are Pokemon that you can find in the wild, but it's just barely annoying enough for me to just be like, okay, I'll just breed one real quick. Drillbur, Timpole. I hatched a shiny Timpole. Also, Timpole is just not anywhere. Like, there are some Pokemon where, like, you'll find them in the Pokedex, and they're just not anywhere. I'll see if I can find Timpole real quick. Yeah, look at that. Area unknown. It's like, what? Well, where's Timpole? You can't just not have Timpole. So, that's that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get ourselves a new egg. I want to breed a Caterpie real quick. So I just wanted to show this little process because I've been doing it a lot, and yeah, let's just get ourselves an egg real quick. While I'm waiting for an egg to hatch, I'll just kind of run around. Here we go. You'll know when you have an egg when the old man looks to the left. Every egg looks distinct, you probably noticed by now. The Caterpie egg looks rather interesting. Take back my Pokemon so I don't get extra eggs. And okay, so the place where I hatch eggs, usually I will just run over here to the railroad tracks and I'll just run up and down until it's done. And since we're just hatching Caterpie, it should be done really quickly. But the best way to hatch eggs, I believe, is actually up here. Just in terms of, like, an area where you can run left and right really easily and it's low effort. Yeah, so you can see this is pretty good. It's just a long stretch of bridge where you don't have to dodge anything. I still use the railroad tracks usually because it's just closer. Like, I'll just run over there and do that real quick. Whoops. Oh yeah, I always make sure I have 50 Tyson in the party too because he has magma armor. So magma armor and one other ability makes it so that eggs hatch more quickly. It actually says it in the description there. Eggs hatch double as quickly. There we go. We have birthed a new Caterpie. So yeah, obviously we could have encountered Caterpie earlier in the game, like way back at the beginning, but we just didn't catch one, so yeah, you can see there, it's apparently impaired outward. Metapod is not anywhere, however, so we'll evolve him real quick. And that's basically it. I just wanted to show how I've been hatching eggs, because I've been doing it a lot. Okay, so I don't know if I included the clip where I tried activating the Corsola encounter on Apophel Beach, but yeah, the idea is that if it's raining or storming, then you should be able to find a Corsola on Apophel Beach somewhere. But I found out that event encounter is actually inaccessible after city restoration. So that was an event that we missed out on. But you can still find Corsola. It's just a rare encounter in specifically in underwater houses. So like in Azurine Lake when you go diving and you see those houses. So that's where I ended up finding Corsola. It's a 1% encounter. It took me like half an hour to find it. I can show you what else I found while I was at it. It turns out you can actually get a lot of interesting Pokemon underwater. Like, without even going into the houses, you can get like Wimpod, Marini, Toxapex, Delmies. I needed all these Pokemon for the Pokedex. I found an Electric, which I evolved. Golisopod. I found a level 90 Golisopod before I found a Corsola. And this is a 1% encounter. So there we go. His IVs are actually pretty good. So we could just train this Golisopod, or I guess give him EVs, and he'd be good to go. Dragology is also a rare encounter. I got Skrelp as well. I don't know where he is. But yeah, a lot of cool Pokemon underwater. And of course, Corsola. Oh yeah, this Dragology has like conspicuously good IVs. I just wanted to show that. I thought it was interesting. Big special defense. I think I also found some shiny Pokemon. Yeah, I found a shiny Wailord, a shiny Furlish, and a shiny Chinchou. Just goes to show how long it took me to find freaking Corsola, of all things. So I actually asked about the Corsola event in the Reborn Discord, and apparently somebody else also had a hard time getting Corsola to show up in the post-restoration section of the game. And Amethyst said that she would increase the encounter rate, so there you go. In the future, you won't have to suffer, like I did, to find Corsola. Now it's time for Type Null. Where is Type Null? I could have sworn he was in here with Lucario. Where the fuck is he? There he is, okay. You know what this game needs is like a PC search function, but there we go, we found Frank. I wanted to go ahead and evolve Frank on screen because I figure he was an important encounter, right? An important side quest, so we'll go ahead and evolve him real quick. He has 3 perfect IVs, okay. Frank evolves through friendship, so of course I'm just gonna go buy a bunch of Pokesnacks and force feed him. Oh, it looks like I was at the money cap again. Yeah, 976. 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Okay, 63 Pokesnacks to max out Frank's happiness. There we go, we leveled up Type Null just once, and now he's going to evolve into Silvally. Silvally is pretty cool. I need to look and see which memories we have. Multi-attack, sure. Cloaked in high energy, the user slams target, held memory defines the move's type. It's kind of cool that you can get Silvally before, I would say, like the midpoint of the game. Okay, here's our memories. We have Electric, Grass, Fighting, Flying, Psychic, Bug, Rock, Ghost, Dragon, Dark, Steel, Fairy. We actually have quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 out of 18. That's pretty good. Before I go for today, I want to look through the PC, and I want to see what held items that we have just remaining on our PC Pokemon, because obviously you can catch Pokemon and they have good held items sometimes. Like I know, for example, like Ultra Lord has a Cherry Berry. I think I'll leave that, however. I don't think we need the Cherry Berry. But yeah, I know, like, here we go. Yeah, we have Metal Coat just sitting here. So I'm going to go through our entire PC, and I'm going to get all of our items off of these Pokemon. Zigzagoon has a Potion. God bless. Pelipper has a pretty wing. Stardust on Lunatone. Lumpus is still holding our black belt, but I kind of want to leave it on him. Pretty Wing, Stardust on you, and you, and you. Why are you here? We could have forgotten about you. I've got a Metronome on Chatot, that's pretty cool. I think Chatot was a headbutt encounter somewhere. A Metal Coat on this shiny Steelix. A Tiny Mushroom on this Mungus. Another Pretty Wing on this shiny Wingull. Poison Barb on Marini. And that's it. I thought there might have been more, but that was it. Alright. I guess before I go for today, I went ahead and I caught several Oricorios, and then you can actually change their form by buying the flowers at the... not the Barrel Ward, the Lapis Ward. I get them mixed up. I actually got a shiny Oricorio, which was this one, and I decided that out of the couple of shiny forms for Oricorio in this game, I like this one the best. I'm back, and I've made even more progress on the Pokedex. At this point, I have 617 Pokemon, and that's pretty much as I want to get right now. The rest of these Pokemon are part of events that we have not encountered yet. They're all ones that I want to do in episodes with Slushy, so yeah, there you go. I have all the Pokemon that we can really get right now, except for one. Where is he? So apparently earlier in the game, you can activate an event with Tropius in the Barrel Ward. It's like in that totem pole area. If there's sunny weather, then you will trigger an event encounter with Tropius right out here. And that's it. That's all there is to it. If it's sunny out, I don't know if I mentioned, but yeah. This was the first time where I actually got the weather app to work correctly. I think what I was doing wrong before was that if you go to control weather and you select weather, like, you have to do this while you're outside. Otherwise, if you go inside and try doing it, it will say it doesn't work, but like, that didn't click in my head. So like, let's say we set it to sunny, normal, only works outside. So I thought it was activating, but then it was just telling you, hey, it doesn't make any change if you're inside. Anyway, so I got Tropius to appear. As far as I'm aware, this is the only way to get Tropius to appear. Oh, there we go. I thought I had to fight him. Oh, no, I do have to fight him, okay. Level 35. So I guess this Tropius actually would be like a pretty high level encounter for that point in the game, right? It's kind of interesting. I have gotten into the habit of using Quick Balls, but I've run out, so I'm going to weaken him first, and then we will throw an Ultra Ball, and that will probably be it. And that's it. Alright, this will be the last clip for this little bonus episode. I think this video was a good idea, because there was a lot of miscellaneous stuff that I wanted to address or talk about, and I don't think it would have flowed as well in the other episodes, so I'm feeling pretty good. Also helps to hold people over while we're still on hiatus. One last thing I wanted to do was I wanted to just go through the PC and show everything, because I'm probably going to do a big resort pretty soon here of the PC. So there we go, we're at 618 Pokemon owned, and here is the PC. I'm just going to scroll through all the boxes before hopefully I'll go through and resort everything. I kind of want to put our shiny Pokemon together because we have quite a few at this point, and it might be cool to have them all together. Yeah, there we go. So fossils, miscellaneous stuff, and yeah, that is it. Alright, so thank you for watching this long video. I hope you found it entertaining. Subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we'll be back relatively soon with more Pokemon Reborn with Slushy.